So we're in Clovis, California, and we finished installing a water heater out in the garage and a Watts recirculation pump. In here, we've got the crossover valve that sits in the back, so you can see it mounted to the back. Existing, these are U-Ponner shutoff valves, so they are connected right to the U-Ponner piping sticking out of the wall with no room for repair or replacement. So if you have trouble with these and you can't service these correctly, you're going to have to open this wall up and get into the plastic and then replace these valves. But anyways, there's no dripping on those. We don't warrant those. We haven't worked on those. So those shutoff valves with those multi-turn handles, the hot and the cold, are specific to the home. What we did do is took out the old Quest tubing. That's the gray skinny tubing that most plumbing companies use for the supply lines up to the faucets. We've replaced those. We put in brand new 3/8 by 1/2 inch Fluid Master supply lines. Those are the ones that loop around here and come back over and into this hot side of that crossover valve up there. And then also we've got another 1/2 by 1/2. It's brass craft, and that goes up to the faucet. So that's all brand new. So your points of connection are new. The valve, we typically like to replace those too, but it's tight on that U-Ponner nut. You can see what I'm talking about right there. That valve is inside of the piping, so can't do anything with that. Anyways, they should work fine. They're not leaking, so don't worry about that. Cold side, same thing. Fluid Master comes from the cold shutoff valve, loops around, comes in the cold side. So that is what crosses the water over from the hot to the cold, and then also supplies water up to the faucet. So we've run some water through here. We're going to go out in the garage and plug the pump in, get the clock set, get the timer set, and outside of that, we will combine these videos when we get done, and we'll upload it to YouTube for the homeowner to take a look at, and then we will be done. So, still here in Clovis, California, out in the garage where we set the water heater. I'll take a picture up top before we come back down to the bottom. So, brand new shutoff valve wasn't part of the contract, but we like to put those in. So, quarter turn off, quarter turn on, Watts full port ball valve. We like those. And then you can see brass nipple right here. We like to use brass because it doesn't corrode like the iron pipe. Falcon stainless steel connectors. This one looks like a 15 inch. These are the super mega flow, and so we got that on the cold side. Hot side, we went ahead and they had a bunch of piping stubbed out here, old iron pipe, so we just took it back to the wall, had a coupling on there, so we took it off, put in a brass 90, brass nipple. Again, we like using brass because it doesn't corrode on the inside. And then we got a big same thing, Falcon stainless steel, 24-inch long, come over to the pump. So that's all new. Everything from the wall, out. So we didn't do anything inside the wall, but outside of the wall, all the points of connections are new. Over to the pump. This Watts pump, the 500800 number. It's a recirculation pump. We showed you the crossover valve inside at the master bath on the right. So that was installed. Ran some water through it, tested it for leaks. Everything's good in there. So this thing is set. As per the homeowner, we got the clock set and we got it timed from I think about 6 a.m. in the morning to 5 p.m. at night. Feel free to adjust this as your water needs throughout the day. So, and it's adjustable every 15 minutes of the day, 24/7. If you just like to run it, just click this little knob over to on and it'll run. Then we got the relief line tied back in. You can see that stubbed out of the wall, 24-inch mega flow supply line. We've ran some water through this relief valve. Most important part of the water heater, too much temperature, too much pressure, and this little thing launches. This will launch right through your roof. So once a year, technically, you're supposed to come out and pop that off, make sure it works right. It's spring loaded in here, pretty heavy duty spring, so it'll open up and then close right back down, so that's good. Existing piping, we put this back in, so this is the draft diverter. The existing pipe that was in there fit right back in, with the exception of when we got here, the pipe was just barely reaching this sealing bucket. So what we did is we took another piece of pipe, as you can see, and we added it right there. You can see the seam. So capped it off so it's up in there. You need to be up into that sealing bucket about 1 inch to 1.5 inches. So you can see that it's up in the sealing bucket now, and then we added some screws to it. So the venting is good, pump is running, water is heating. 50-gallon Bradford White. You can see here, all your documentation's right here. Go ahead and register this with Bradford White. Everything you need to know is right here on the label, the model number, serial number. Get that over to them. You can do it online, bradfordwhite.com. Register it. They'll get your warranty going on it. Also, your watts documentation is out here in this little sleeve as well. So that's for you. Cord didn't reach any receptacle, so the homeowner had a little pigtail that he's got right here plugged in, and you can either reconfigure that so it looks a little cleaner, or if you'd like. If you're particularly fussy like me, you could certainly have an electrician come in and get you an outlet over here. Since it's right there, it'd be pretty easy to get you an outlet over here. Anyways, it's plugged in and going. If you do unplug it, remember to reset the clock. For code, we've got the upper and the lower adjustable straps. We did put in the new flexible supply line as per contract. The valve was not in the contract, but again, we like to put those in too. You know, it wasn't that old, maybe 15 years old, but if we're putting a new supply line in, no reason not to throw in a $10 valve. So no charge on that either. So everything's tied in the way that we said that we would. Pumps in, water heaters in. About an hour and a half, you should have hot water. Any trouble with this installation, let me know. We'll come back out and take care of it right away. Outside of that, this installation is done.